Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, evokes images of opulence, power, and an irresistible allure that captivated even the most formidable Roman generals. Yet behind the gilded facade of Egyptian royalty lay a surprising truth. Cleopatra wasn't Egyptian. She hailed from a long line of Macedonian Greek rulers, the Ptolemies, who had governed Egypt for nearly 3 centuries. This intriguing paradox of a Greek queen ruling over the ancient land of pharaohs forms the crux of Cleopatra's captivating story. Cleopatra's reign marked the final chapter of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a period marked by a unique fusion of Greek and Egyptian cultures. Her story offers a glimpse into a world where 2 distinct civilizations intertwined, leaving an indelible mark on history. To understand Cleopatra's ancestry, we must journey back to the year 332 BC, when Alexander the Great, the Macedonian king, conquered Egypt. After Alexander's death, his vast empire was divided among his generals, and Ptolemy I Soter, one of his most trusted companions, seized control of Egypt. Thus began the Ptolemaic dynasty, a period of Greek rule that would endure for nearly 300 years. The Ptolemies, while of Greek origin, were astute rulers who understood the importance of respecting Egyptian traditions to maintain their grip on power. They adopted Egyptian customs, worshipped Egyptian gods, and portrayed themselves as pharaohs to legitimize their rule in the eyes of their subjects. This strategic blend of Greek and Egyptian customs formed the bedrock of Ptolemaic rule, a legacy that Cleopatra would inherit and masterfully manipulate. Cleopatra VII. Philopator, the last of the Ptolemaic line, was born in 69 BC. Her lineage was a complex tapestry woven from generations of Macedonian Greek ancestors, a fact that deeply influenced her identity and approach to governance. She was a direct descendant of Ptolemy I Soter, the founder of the dynasty, and her family tree was riddled with names that echoed the glory of ancient Greece: Alexander, Berenice, Ptolemy. Cleopatra's upbringing was steeped in Greek education, philosophy, and culture. She was fluent in several languages, including Greek, the language of her ancestors, and was well versed in the arts, mathematics, and astronomy. Yet, despite her Greek heritage, Cleopatra understood that her power rested on her ability to navigate the complex cultural landscape of Egypt. Cleopatra's reign was marked by a constant balancing act between her Greek heritage and her role as the pharaoh of Egypt. Born into the Ptolemaic dynasty, she was a descendant of one of Alexander the Great's generals, which rooted her firmly in Greek culture. She was a queen of 2 worlds, straddling the line between her ancestors' culture and the traditions of her subjects. This duality was evident in her daily life, from the languages she spoke to the clothes she wore. Cleopatra was fluent in multiple languages, including Greek and Egyptian, which allowed her to communicate effectively with both her Greek and Egyptian subjects. This dual identity shaped her every decision, from her political alliances to her religious practices. Her relationships with powerful Roman leaders like Julius Caesar and Mark Antony were influenced by her need to secure her throne and protect Egypt's interests. Cleopatra understood that her legitimacy as pharaoh hinged on her ability to be perceived as a true Egyptian ruler. She needed to win the hearts and minds of her Egyptian subjects, who were deeply rooted in their own ancient traditions and customs. She adopted the traditional regalia of Egyptian pharaohs, including the iconic headdress and the use of hieroglyphics in official inscriptions. These symbols were powerful tools in asserting her authority and connecting with the Egyptian people on a cultural level. She embraced Egyptian religious practices, participating in rituals and festivals dedicated to Egyptian gods. By doing so, she demonstrated her respect for and devotion to the gods of Egypt, which was crucial for her acceptance as a legitimate ruler. This strategic adoption of Egyptian customs was not merely a matter of political expediency. It reflected Cleopatra's deep understanding of the power of cultural symbolism in maintaining her grip on power. Her ability to navigate these complex identities made her one of history's most fascinating and enduring figures, a queen who truly embodied the spirit of both Greece and Egypt. Section 5. Embracing the Divine Pharaoh, Cleopatra's Strategic Cultural Adaptation. Cleopatra's embrace of Egyptian customs went beyond mere outward appearances. She skillfully cultivated an image of herself as the embodiment of the divine pharaoh, a living goddess descended from the ancient rulers of Egypt. She strategically aligned herself with the goddess Isis, one of the most important deities in the Egyptian pantheon, further solidifying her image as a true Egyptian ruler in the eyes of her subjects. Cleopatra's portrayal as the reincarnation of Isis was a masterstroke of political maneuvering. Isis, the goddess of motherhood, magic, and rebirth, resonated deeply with the Egyptian people. By associating herself with Isis, Cleopatra tapped into a powerful current of religious devotion, bolstering her legitimacy and solidifying her power. Section 6. The Cult of Isis, a shrewd political maneuver. The cult of Isis was widespread throughout Egypt, deeply ingrained in the daily lives and spiritual practices of the people. It was not just a religion but a way of life that permeated every aspect of society. Cleopatra's association with the goddess further endeared her to her subjects, creating a powerful bond between the queen and her people. This connection was not merely symbolic but also strategic. She was often depicted in statues and reliefs with Isis's characteristic headdress, a visual representation that reinforced her divine right to rule. A throne adorned with the solar disk flanked by cow horns symbolized her connection to the heavens and the earth, bridging the mortal and the divine. This deliberate fusion of her image with Isis's iconography served to solidify her position as the rightful ruler of Egypt, a leader chosen by the gods themselves. Divinely appointed and sanctioned by the gods, Cleopatra's rule was seen as a continuation of the divine order, ensuring stability and prosperity for her kingdom. Cleopatra's embrace of the Isis cult was more than just a public relations stunt. It was a calculated move to harness the power of religious belief. It reflected a shrewd understanding of the power of religious belief in shaping public opinion and consolidating power. By aligning herself with Isis, Cleopatra cleverly positioned herself as the protector of Egypt. She became the embodiment of its rich cultural heritage and divine order, a living symbol of the nation's identity and continuity. Through this association, Cleopatra not only secured her throne, but also ensured her legacy as a ruler who understood and utilized the profound influence of religion in governance. Section 7. The Power of Bilingualism, Cleopatra's Linguistic Advantage. Cleopatra's fluency in both Greek and Egyptian was another crucial asset in her reign. It allowed her to communicate directly with her subjects, breaking down cultural barriers and fostering a sense of unity between the Greek ruling class and the native Egyptian population. Her ability to address her subjects in their own language was a powerful tool for fostering loyalty and garnering support. Cleopatra's linguistic prowess extended beyond Greek and Egyptian. She was reputed to have spoken numerous other languages, including Ethiopian, Hebrew, and the languages of various tribes within her kingdom. This mastery of language underscored her image as a wise and learned ruler, capable of navigating the complexities of her multicultural realm. Section 8. A legacy forged in cultural fusion, Cleopatra's enduring appeal. Cleopatra's reign, though ultimately cut short by the Roman conquest of Egypt, left an indelible mark on history. She stands as a testament to the enduring power of cultural fusion, demonstrating that embracing diversity can be a source of strength rather than weakness. Her ability to navigate the complexities of her dual heritage, blending Greek and Egyptian traditions, solidifies her place as one of the most fascinating and enigmatic figures of the ancient world. Cleopatra's story continues to captivate our imaginations, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and film. Her image, forever etched in our collective memory, serves as a reminder of the enduring allure of ancient Egypt and the captivating story of its last pharaoh, a Greek queen who ruled a nation's heart. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring enigma of Cleopatra. Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, was a ruler of remarkable intellect, political acumen, and cultural adaptability. Her reign was marked by a series of strategic alliances and bold decisions that showcased her ability to navigate the complex political landscape of her time. Her story challenges our preconceived notions of identity and power, highlighting the complexities of ruling a diverse and ancient kingdom. Cleopatra's ability to connect with her subjects, regardless of their background, was a testament to her diplomatic skills and understanding of cultural dynamics. While her Greek ancestry is undeniable, it was her strategic embrace of Egyptian culture that truly set her apart. She adopted the customs, language, and religious practices of Egypt, presenting herself as a true Egyptian ruler. Her embodiment of the divine pharaoh was not just a political move, but a deeply symbolic act that resonated with her people. By portraying herself as a living goddess, she reinforced her legitimacy and divine right to rule. Her ability to bridge the gap between two distinct civilizations, Greek and Egyptian, ultimately defined her reign and secured her place in history. Cleopatra's diplomatic efforts extended beyond her kingdom, influencing the broader Mediterranean world. Cleopatra's legacy is a testament to the power of cultural fusion. Her reign exemplified how blending different traditions and practices can create a rich and dynamic society. Her story reminds us that identity is fluid, shaped by both heritage and circumstance. Cleopatra's life was a continuous balancing act between her Greek heritage and her role as an Egyptian monarch. As the last pharaoh of ancient Egypt, she embodies the fascinating intersection of Greek and Egyptian civilizations. Her reign marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a legacy that would be remembered for centuries. Leaving behind a legacy as rich and multifaceted as the queen herself, Cleopatra's story continues to captivate historians and enthusiasts alike. Her life and reign remain a powerful reminder of the enduring impact of cultural integration and the complexities of leadership.